Hey everyone, it's Thursday, October 22nd. Today you are going to review different parts of a personal narrative just to make sure that you have the right ideas for all the different elements that are required in your personal narrative so that when we start actually peer editing and peer reviewing, you remember what kinds of things you should be telling the people whose papers you're reading. So, the first thing you need to do after you check in on campus is go and click on review stations and then make a copy so that you have your own copy of this thing. And then what you need to do is go through the different slides so that you can complete the different tasks for each element. So this should be fully editable for you because you just made a copy of it. So complete each task for each station and review the main components of writing a narrative. So the first part is the first part is plot. So what you need to do is go through, figure out which order these go in, and you can click and drag them to wherever they belong on the narrative diamond. Station 1 also goes over plot review. So what you need to do is click and drag these different parts of the narrative diamond to the chart to indicate whether you feel confident about that part of your story or if you feel like you probably need to revise that part of your story a little bit more. So if I think that my suspense is not so great, I would just click and drag it to there. If I think my suspense is wonderful and I don't need to do anything to it, I would click and drag it over to there. This will kind of give you an idea of what things you might need to work on when we start editing and revising your papers. The Station 2 then is about conflict and our SWBS. So I want you to go through and define each part. So what does SWBS stand for? What is the SWBS in your story so that you can go through and make sure that you have that, and then go through and mark which parts do you think need to be strengthened. You probably want to type some ideas out about how you could strengthen those parts too so that your conflict is really strong. Station 3 is about characters. So for this, you are going to make sure that your characters are well developed by reviewing Steele. So what you'll do here is you'll put one of your characters' names in here. Think about what you want the character, or what you want your audience to know about this character. So let's see, if I have my character is my first grade teacher, and I want people to know that she was really, really sweet but kind of scary. So how am I going to show that? What things do I need to tell you about her? Do I need to tell you that she was wicked old? Do I need to tell you that she had such long fingernails that they started to curl? Do I need to tell you that she always smelled of this really strong perfume? Those are things that you are going to want to put in there. And then the last part is what element of Steele is that? This part you're going to put in either S for says, T for thinks, E for effects on others, A for actions, or L for looks. So put in which acronym, which part it goes along with. You can do this all on the same character if you want to make sure that they're really developed, or you could do this on multiple characters. That part's up to you. Station 4 deals with dialogue. So for this one, you'll see a bunch of little punctuation marks down here. You need to go through and click and drag and put the punctuation marks in the correct spots. You might have some left over. It's just how she goes. Station 4, dialogue continued. This one, you need to fix the dialogue in the speaker tags to make the original sound more realistic and interesting. So your speaker tag should give the reader an idea of the situation. So pay attention to the capitalization and punctuation. So for example, we have, "Are you going to come to my house after school this afternoon?" Sally asked Cindy. That's not super interesting, and that's not really the way students talk. Like, when was the last time you talked this properly to one of your friends? So the example fix-up was, "Are you going to come over today?" So sounds a little bit more natural, a little bit more the way people talk. In this, you don't have to worry about not using slang or not using I or me or you. You can use all of those words. I also changed the speaker tag that she discreetly whispered to Cindy while the teacher explained iambic pentameter. This way we get an idea of the situation, we get an idea of how she was saying it, we get an idea of what was going on around them as they said it. So speaker tags can be more than just whoever said to whoever. So go through and fix these two so that they sound a little bit more realistic and so that our speaker tags are a little more detailed. Your last step then is to go through your sensory details in your paper. So look through your paper, indicate which descriptions of people, places, and events you would like to improve in your paper. Explain them in here. So you can type right in these little bubbles and explain what you want to fix for sensory detail in your paper. When you're done, you can submit it on Schoology. Dropbox links are right there. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a great day.